I mean, even a 47th rank individual in one of the toughest exams in India eventually did have a problem cracking the CAT purely because of the fact that preparation was not in place.
The first time I gave CAT was actually in my fourth year, like just when I was finishing college. I think I got some 97, some percentage. And I think what I had was this notes from, I think, Time or some such class. I think one of my seniors had those notes. He gave me the books. कि इससे पढ़ लो हो जाएगा. नहीं हुआ. So next year, basically when I was doing my...
How did it feel though? Like, it's a question that people often ask. I mean, as an IITian, did you feel that you had like failed at doing something, or did not bother you at all that you did not clear the exam?
No, it definitely hurt a bit. कि वो,
Because like, I mean, as compared to the JEE, the CAT is, I mean,
Much simpler.
way easier, right? In terms of
Yeah,
even intellectual capacity required to solve it. It's probably more a game of managing emotions and time management and stuff like that. But how did you take that as if it was a setback at all?
No, it was definitely a setback. So I was very overconfident कि हो जाएगा CAT तो like क्या ही करना पड़ता है. So I think I maybe flipped through some books. So maths and mental ability I knew कि अच्छे से आ जाता है. But verbal तो okay कुछ तो कर लेता हूँ. Like I just kind of went through some sample questions and all. And that's where I think my score was really bad. So it hurt a lot कि इतने overconfidence में I could have cracked it, but हुआ नहीं.
Just the, I mean, again, learning for everyone when you're talking about like, preparation and stuff earlier. I mean, even a 47th rank individual in one of the toughest exams in India eventually did have a problem cracking the CAT purely because of the fact that preparation was not in place. So it's not like things don't come that easy in life. We feel as if, must be kind of gifted with God-given ability. So obviously crack ho jayega, but it doesn't happen, right? Like it's so just something for you guys to reflect on.
This is actually quite true. I think whatever I have achieved, and kind of generalizing a bit, but only when I have consistently put in hard work and effort, only then things have really materialized. But when I took anything for granted, kabhi nahi hua hai. So the first time I gave CAT, it was fully overconfidence कि हाँ हो जाएगा, like कितना ही hard होगा. So कुछ नहीं हुआ. But the next time I knew कि if I put in effort, I will crack it. And that's what I did. So along with my job, I got this. I think there was this हांडा का फंडा टाइप के क्लासेस होते थे तब.
Ravi Anda's classes.
हाँ,
Yeah.
Ravi Handa. So there was again one of my seniors had his notes. So he gave me a PDF file कि ये पढ़ ले काफी अच्छा है. So I took a printout and I kind of really religiously studied everything that was there in that notes. I think कुछ 60, 70, 80 pages का कुछ तो था. The second thing I did was did a lot of practice exams. Again through one of this I think I don't remember which coaching, but I joined one
Mock
of them.
tests.
हाँ, mock test basically. So practice करना है. पता है आ तो जाता है, but generally I make a lot of mistakes. So I wanted to really do practice and kind of get that sorted. So that's what I did. Practiced a lot, gave a lot of mock tests, studied these tips and tricks and shortcuts on how I can really do it fast, because speed is what, like as you mentioned, ultimately matters. And yeah, that kind of helped make it.
So, I mean, what was your CAT percentile? What all places did you get calls from? How did you go?
So my percentile was, I think, 99.7-ish, something plus minus. I got calls from, so I had applied to all these main IIMs, got calls from Calcutta and Ahmedabad. And then Lucknow वगैरह बाकी था. Didn't get from Bangalore. So really happy, excited कि हाँ, finally I think इतना तो हो गया. Started preparing for interviews, and that too, I think I had reached out to few of my seniors and few people I knew who were already in IIMs कि मुझे करना है, like can you help guide me on what's the best way to prepare, because there were a lot of fundas out there, ये class कर लो, वो class कर लो. I didn't didn't know what's the right thing to do. So I thought कि already कर लिया तो better है कि I just kind of ask them how should I kind of go about it. And I think the only thing I got from them was just reach out to more people, give some interviews from people who have already cracked it, and that should be enough for you. And that's what I really did. So just prepared a bit on what are the questions that Generally, website pen all was this was easily available. Ki these are the kind of sample questions that come in. This is the kind of expected answers and stuff. So prepared all of that. Gave I think 10 or 15 mock interviews through friends, family, or cold reach outs through people I knew, and yeah, that was my preparation phase.
And did you uh, get a final admit from both Ahmedabad and Calcutta, or did
No,
Ahmedabad reject you?
Ahmedabad rejected me. Only Calcutta.
So,
So I remember Ahmedabad was my first interview, and I was super nervous when I actually went for the interview. Um, and nervousness really leads to very low performance. So you are not able to think through what answers you want to say, and you kind of fumble. Um, you're in the rush to really answer quickly कि अच्छा कुछ तो बोल देते हैं क्योंकि वो question आ रहा है and there are like 3 people sitting in front of you. So made a lot of mistakes in that interview. Reflected a bit कि हाँ ये तो लग नहीं रहा है कि होगा अब तो, and kind of corrected that thing from for the Calcutta interview कि it's okay, I will be myself, let me be calm. Either they will like my answers or not, it's okay, but this is who I am, and I will be truthful. If you like my thinking, if you like what I have to say, well and good. If not, it's okay, I will figure out something else in life. So that kind of helped.
um, again, if you had also cracked Ahmedabad, would you have chosen Calcutta or Ahmedabad, or you would have chosen Ahmedabad or Calcutta?
I think tough question. Retrospectively, like kind of looking at the experience of my friends and hearing from them, I should have chosen Calcutta. But at that point in time, if I would have gotten both, I think Ahmedabad was the
Brand.
and buzzword. कि अगर Ahmedabad हो गया तो you have really cracked it. IIT Bombay was the best IIT. Ahmedabad कर लो best IIM. So like that should be it. But yeah, looking back, I think Calcutta somehow the right choice was made for
So
me.
tell us about your Calcutta days. How was campus life, and as compared to the IIT days, how was IIM experience different?
I think very different. IIT days, it was very small group. Like generally didn't interact a lot. Had a small group of friends. Used to generally hang out with them. We used to do a bunch of coding, hacking, या कुछ discussion or watching TVs and movie series और वो सब होता था. So it was more like जो मग्गू या पढ़ाकू होता है ना, तो that was the phase in kind of IIT. So did थोड़ा बहुत participate in like this mood indigo and all, but not massively. So compared to that, IIM was very different. IIM was all about making friends and kind of doing everything apart from acads. Like acads, ठीक है, आता है, कर लिया है, did decent even in IIT. But this was more, I want to kind of develop the softer side of skills. So hard skills, I knew I had, at least I had decent grasp की analytics could hai. Generally, the thinking wise, things are okay. But soft skills wise, I was really bad. Didn't really know how to work with groups, communicate well. So all of that was my focus in IIM. So yeah, I think IIM was great. Like Calcutta was amazing. Just the atmosphere, the nature, the kind of people that somehow get selected to Calcutta. So I made my best friends there. I think till date, the closest friends I have, including like Nisarg. So all from IIM Calcutta. So it's just was amazing. Like the best experience ever. Also, I think one of the highlights of Calcutta was you get to go on an exchange program. So for one semester, so you get to kind of select one of the colleges, either in Europe or US. You can kind of go wherever. And I went to Belgium, and that was the really mind-blowing experience. Just seeing how things happen there. You are there for. I was there for 3 months. Um, in the college I was there, so there was zero attendance. So you get to travel, you can attend some classes or you can do whatever. So I traveled a lot, explored multiple countries, met so many people, and you have these people from all IIMs kind of coming there. So every IIM say generally 100 people go for this exchange. So you have like every city you go to, you will see someone or the else from some or the other IIM kind of there. So groups वगैरह काफी अच्छे बन जाते थे, and I think that was really a fun experience of just kind of exploring something very different than what you have kind of done.
Tell us about internship experience. Was it easy for you to get your internship? Or how did that process go? Were you worried, nervous? Did you prepare a lot for it? How was that?
So So actually, along with my first job, like before I joined IIM, so I continued doing my CFA, and I completed it just like before joining IIM. So that part was sorted. मुझे पता था कि at least when coming into IIM, I knew कि I wanted to go into
तो
finance.
technically एक और degree add हो गया.
हाँ, kind of. So तो target ये था कि अच्छा IIT हो गया, CFA है, तो maybe this will help me kind of go into finance. And that was my objective kind of for joining IIM. What happened was after joining, generally you get to hear so many things. A lot of people used to go into consulting and some selected people used to go into finance. So spoke to a bunch of people, some seniors, some people who had kind of passed out 10 years before from IIM, just to kind of get their guidance. Sorry, just to get their guidance ki what should I do in life. जाने के पहले तो full confidence था कि this is what I wanted to do, but after going in, all that confidence was gone. Maybe consulting also seemed very nice. This is so cool. And finance तो है ही कि हाँ you will make tons of money and why not, like so exciting job. So spoke to all of them and figured out कि I would really want to do something different in life. Eventually I want to do something of my own, and for that and मुझे business करना था basically, and for that seemed like consulting is the right path, because you will kind of get to work with so many smart people, smart businesses, learn business side of things rather than only kind of working on your. Just finance mein you are mostly working individually or in a very small team and on deals itself. Like you really don't get to talk to a bunch of people, see how businesses are created, and seemed like consulting is the right place to kind of go and learn those things. So that was one of the key reasoning behind kind of selecting like consulting as the key thing. So what happened was on when internships happen. So internships are like supremely important in IIMs. If you crack the right internships, generally you will get the PPO if you kind of don't screw it up. And if you get the PPO, then that's life is sorted. Like second year, you don't have to really study a lot. So and you have to make a choice between consulting and finance before, because day zero itself, the first slot, you either go to consulting or you go to finance. So you can't kind of be in two buckets. So chose consulting, had a decent profile. So because of IIT Bombay, JE rank, as well as CFA, I think getting shortlist was not that tough. Preparing for it kind of took a lot of effort. The interviews that used to happen were very different. Like it was all case study based. So that required a bunch of reps. So we used to kind of create these groups of 3 people who were interested in consulting, and we used to kind of practice cases together. So one person used to kind of give the interview, one person used to take the interview, and third person was the observer who used to kind of critique after we practiced and all. So it took a lot of practice. And Octobers are when the interviews happen, and tab tak to you don't have any ACADS results out. Basically, first semester ka bhi result nahi aata hai tab tak. So it's all based on your past academic track record and the interviews that you give. And these are pretty like half an hour type interviews. So you like in 1.5 hours you will know did you kind of make it or not.
And I'm assuming you were thrilled with your internship.
Yeah, actually, so it was all and more than what I imagined. So McKinsey is like hallowed brand name. Even when I was in IIT, I knew ki this is something very aspirational. Ki oh, if I kind of get to go here, like I would have really made it in life. Like all the big CEOs and all that you hear, and it was called CEO Factory. So if you kind of go there, like it will really help you kind of achieve whatever you want to kind of do in life. And it was so true. Like when I kind of joined there, the people were amazing. I worked on one of a banking engagement. We were working with an Indian bank, and they were planning to kind of launch a new credit card division. And they wanted someone to come in, see what's out there in the market, where are white spaces, and what could be the potential offering that they could launch in the market. So I didn't really expect they will give me a life. Like, the expectation was, yeah, maybe I will help out some team member who is doing some kind of work. So I was the only person responsible for kind of doing this project, which was a live project, which bank actually wanted to launch a new product. So kind of do everything in 2 months. So do a complete diagnostic of the market, figure out what's the like where are the white spaces and what is the offering that we can launch. So very good projects, directly working with the head of the credit card business division and the CEO. This person was reporting to the CEO. So working with them while creating this thing. And the best part of McKinsey was very smart people. Like all the team members I worked with, be it partners or even the junior member, very helpful, very smart. Like that's when you kind of get the feel, ki, oh, wow, this is very aspirational. This is like, if I can stay sometime in McKinsey, learn and become as smart as them, like that's what I wanted to do. So it was amazing. Like the experience was very, very good. And that's what kind of propelled me ki, like, yahi, theek hai. Seems like I really made the right choice, or yahi karna hai mujhe aage.
And did you work hard during your internship?
Yeah, internship was pretty intense. I guess some of you would have kind of heard. In consulting also, banking is the kind of sector where you have, it's the toughest amongst all the things you do in a consulting kind of company. Long hours, difficult problems, tough clients, all of that was true. It was super intense. Like similar to the IIT day, like the Kota days, I would say. We used to start early in the morning, and like first shift used to be at the client side. So this client was in Lower Parel, so we used to kind of work from the client office till 7-8 p.m. or so. फिर dinner करके we used to go to our McKinsey का एक satellite office होता था Bandra में. So we used to go work out of that office from 9 p.m. till I don't know 1 a.m. 2 a.m. or something like that. And this happened daily. So it was tough, but didn't feel कि oh कितना सारा काम कर रहा हूँ. It was fun. Whatever work we were doing was quite good. So yeah, it was exciting. Lot of effort, lot of hard work, but it was worth it. Like just.
And you knew you were going to get a PPO, I'm assuming, at some point during the internship.
So the chances are quite high that you get it, but you never know. The good part about McKinsey was, I think after we finished our internship, once we joined back on the campus, within a week or so, they will tell you, did you make it or not? So in a week's time, I got the call, ki, हाँ, Abhishek, you made it. And like, okay, I was over the moon. Ki, ठीक है, अब तो,
now I can go on exchange in peace.
Yeah, exactly. So it was really relieving when I kind of got the call. But I think a lot of people didn't get it. So yeah, chance to hota hai.
So I'm assuming, did you then think of applying to other companies, maybe shift to finance, or because finance would still have paid more than consulting, and a lot of roles would have been better pay-wise, not in terms of the work necessarily. So did you think of applying to those, or were you like, no, this is the path ahead for me now?
I think by that point in time, I knew this is something I would want to do. So given that I knew long term I want to do something on the business side, so consulting seemed the right next step. And in consulting, McKinsey was the best kind of place. So didn't kind of think कि और कहीं apply भी करना है. I didn't actually apply anywhere after that. This is locked in. I want to really do this thing. And mine was set कि अब let's kind of worry about other things. No need to worry about the job or figuring out what else to do or can I make more money. Definitely banking had much more money. But I guess in the initial part of your career, at least I, like the JP Morgan example also, I didn't really take decisions for money starting. I think eventually you will make money. I don't think initial part of your career you really have to worry about how much money you make. What I optimized for was for being in the right place, getting the right kind of learning, and eventually you will kind of make it.